All right, man, eyes up, eyes up. Take a look at what we got here. Let's remember what we're running here, okay? This means you go first.
Okay, break. Hit it. Set, ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Get it. Ready, set. Set, go. Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Huck, go. Ready, ready. Shoot. On the double. Now. Ready, ready. 70, Indy. Hurry. Come on, set. 18 Gator. Set, huh. On the ready. Leaf River, Leaf River. Ready? 10-2 saw. 5. Down. 90 Wolf. Ready, ready. Here we go. Set. 50 Plant. Hit it. Set. 18 Gator. Get it. Set up. 8 Reed. Set, go. Let's go now. 60 Orange. Huck, go. Here we go, here we go. 30 Base. Shoot. Here we go. 60 Outlaw. Now. Set, ready? 10 Lobo. Hurry. Ready? Set, huh. Let's go. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Leaf River. Leaf River. Ready, ready! 60 Pittsburgh. 5. Come on, set. 70 Indy. Ready, ready! Ready. Hit it. Ready? 18 Gator. Get it. Down. 10-2 saw. Set, go. Okay, ready? Hut, go! Here we go, set! 90, wolf! Shoot! Set! 50, plant! Now! Set up! 18, gator! Set up! Let's go now! 8, reed! Set up! Here we go, here we go! 60 orange! Leaf River! Leaf River! Here we go! 30 base! 5! Set, ready? 60 outlaw! Ready, ready! Ready, break! Hit it! Let's go! 10 Lobo! Get it! Ready, ready! 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Set, go! On the set! Hut, go! Got it? Shoot! Ready up? Now! Okay, break. Head up. Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Set up.
You know what, man? That was pretty darn good. And you know what really gets me excited?
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a fourth-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game? Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here comes Pettis on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4 cornerback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 28. In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 6 catches, 73 yards.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
50, plant. Topper, get it.
the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Young on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Well, look now at the defensive starting lineup for the 49ers. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
Cousins from the gun on third. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They run, Montgomery. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. This is Travion Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, probably that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's right. Get off the train tracks, baby. Get off the train.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Check, check. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 44, Cousins.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. It's Williams on the catch. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 19-yard line. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. Cousins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. This is caught by Williams. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. He's got Burton here. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returnable for Grant. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. We have hit halftime. Still 2. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Throwing on 2nd down. Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And Young's throw there incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Bears take over.
Check, watch it before, watch it before.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Still 1st down.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Mike 54. Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
54, right there, 54 Mike.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Young on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up the first down for him, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Young working out of the gun. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 27-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
To throw, Young. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Montgomery. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Cousins going up top for Miller. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago! Anthony Miller. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
26-yard line.
Snap.
Young on first down. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't
Yeah,
you?
I am impressed. That
Thank
means
you.
2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it.
To Anthony Miller. A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
The Bears on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run again with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
54 Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw, Cousins. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Cousins finding Gabriel complete, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Bears.
A first down throw for Cousins. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Pardon, you gotta like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now Cousins. That's caught by Montgomery. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. That's complete right around the 8. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. So the victory here for San Francisco. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the 49ers, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.